Dieser Anruf wird jetzt aufgezeichnet.
Good evening.
Wird jetzt transkribiert.
Good evening, everyone. Jimmy here from Facharzt JETZT. We are happy today that we have a colleague from outside Germany who will tell us about her experience to apply for the approbation in Berlin. Berlin is one of the most beautiful cities in the world, not only to mention in Germany too. And it is the dream of many doctors to work there, like it is the dream of many people to work on Dubai, like the colleague who lives now there. So we are very happy and excited that someone is ready to share his experience, and hopefully through her experience, many people will avoid many mistakes in the application process. If you read articles in Facharzt, you know how sometimes a simple mistake can delay your application process months or maybe years, or maybe I know some people who did not come to Germany any longer because of the mistakes that happened. So Alejandra is there to help you. Thank you, Alejandra. Gracias, you are here today. Alejandra, maybe at the beginning, if you like, you can introduce yourself. You are not obliged to say a lot of information about yourself. Say as much information as you like. And that was it. And thank you again that you are here.
No problem. Well, my name is Alejandra and I come from Venezuela. I studied in Venezuela. I did my medical school there. And after medical school, I moved to Chile. I lived there a couple of years. I worked there a couple of years. And then I moved to Germany and began my approbations process.
Okay, thank you very much. When was that? When did you come to Germany?
I came to Germany on November 2021. Okay,
great. And we are happy that you did. You took that step. Now, I thought that we can be we will work like in a structural way. So you know, probably if you know Facharzt, this is the article. This is the most reviewed article in our website. So the steps to become a medical doctor in Germany or to start medical residency, I divided it in 10 steps, and we are going through these steps so that we do not miss anything. Okay, Alejandra, right? Alejandra is correct.
Alejandra. Yeah,
Alejandra.
That's
okay,
correct.
I'm sorry, Alejandra. Like my name is in Arabic Jamil. I was in Spanish and in Spain, and then they started calling me Jamil. So
yeah.
And like Julia in English, Julia in German, in Spanish probably Julia or
Julia.
Julia. Okay, very interesting. So we are learning languages today with Alejandra. Good. So the first step, Alejandra, is of the 10 steps to start working in Berlin or anywhere in Germany with a medical approbation is to finish medical school. Did you study in Venezuela?
Yeah, I studied in Venezuela.
5 years, 6 years?
My university is 6 years. Yeah.
6 years. And the internship year is after that?
No, we do 4 years of theoretical, so to speak, and then the last 2 years of our curriculums are only internship years. 2 years of internship.
Wow. So you theoretical years 4 plus 2 internship years.
Yeah.
Okay. And you study anatomy and the histology and all of these basic
all
science?
Of this, yeah. Those are the first 4 years.
Okay, interesting. Okay, so you did these 6 years, and after that, did you do a national exam, or what did you do, or university?
No, we don't do national exams in Venezuela. We just before we graduate, we must do this like a doctorarbeit, or so to speak, and then we get our diploma.
Okay. Interesting. And then a medical license immediately, or do you need to?
Medical license immediately after that.
Okay, so I'm asking that because to come to Germany, you need a medical license and to finish an internship here. Great. So did you check your university if it is in Anabin website, this website? Do you know it?
Yeah, Yeah, I did check it, and it's there in Anabin, and it has this H plus category.
H plus plus or H plus minus or H
H plus.
one
H
plus.
in a H plus plus, I think it's
Great.
that's-
Okay,
Mhm.
so this is, you are on the safe side. You were on the safe side, apparently, because you work now in Germany. Great. So in the first step, I talked about if Germany is the best option for you in your case. Did you mentioned that before you came here because of your husband? If your husband was not in Germany, would you have come to Germany, or simply because your husband is here, you wanted to come to Germany, or are there reasons why you chose Germany, or are you the one who told your husband to come to Germany so that you follow him?
No, I think it was a mutual decision. We wanted to live in another place. Really, we were living in Latin America, and we wanted maybe explore other options. And we took a look in Germany, and we decided that was the best option for both of us.
Okay, as a medical doctor, why did you choose Germany? Why not the USA?
Because well, first of all, sorry, I spoke German the entire day, so my
No, no
languages
problem.
are a little crazy right now. But the US exams are really expensive,
Thank you very much.
and and the cost of living there and everything. I mean, it was too much for us. So, and we wanted. I mean, our goal wasn't actually money. It was just safety. It was we wanted a quiet life. Maybe we wanted to live quietly in another place. And Europe has beautiful landscapes and everything. I mean, we are like a couple of old people actually, and we're not that old.
Okay, thank you very much. So the beauty of Europe, you did not do the exam, USMLE exams. They are expensive. They are hard, or what do you think? You did the medical knowledge exam in Germany and the steps in the USA. Which is harder
No,
in
I
Europe?
did not do the steps.
I mean, or you know about them, or did you?
Yeah, I know about them.
What
I've heard about them because I know colleagues who are in the US, and I know they are applying. I mean, they're aspiring to work in the US, and they tell me that they're very, very difficult and they are very, very expensive. So, I mean, the exams here are not very cheap actually, but they're cheaper, I think.
You mean in Berlin, in Germany? What you
In
mean?
Germany.
And how hard? So I understood it is easier in Germany. How easier is it? Can you estimate how easier is it to come to Germany, do the medical knowledge exam compared to the USMLE? Because a doctor here asked about the Gleichwertigkeit, avoiding the medical knowledge exam. How much easier is it here?
I mean, it's not easy because you need to learn a whole new language to actually practice medicine here. I think it's not that easy, but I mean, I already did an Erkennungsprozess process in Chile, and the exams are very similar. They are just in another language. They are just in German. But for example, in Chile, we have to take 5 exams in total to get our approbación in Chile, so to speak. And here you just have to take 2, a language exam, which is the Fachsprachenprüfung, and then you need to take the knowledge exam, which is the KP. I think the difficulty lies actually in the language. The exams are doable, in my experience. They are nerve-wracking, obviously, because you have that one chance to approve it. Even if you don't approve it, you need to wait for the next termine, and we know how hard it is sometimes to get a termine for one of these exams. But yeah, I think they're doable. You just need to really to study hard and to actually dedicate yourself to study.
Thank you very much. Clear answer. By the way, those who are in the chat, if you have a question related to what is being discussed at the moment, please ask it. So, thank you, Shamsuddin, for your comment. previous events, we had the experience like some people go inside and they will start asking questions about like the visa. We are now starting about medical school. We are going through the steps. So if you have a question related to what is being discussed now, please write it. Otherwise, please wait until we reach the topic. Thank you so much. You should keep a support Facharzt option in the future. Okay, thank you, Manohar. If you share the community, it is more than enough. You do not need to donate anything. I hope in the future we will have our sources of income. Simply share it. That would be enough. Thank you very much. And I like meeting new people. I already thought about it. Fortune. It is a fortune that I got to know Fortune. So I like connections lifelong. So it is something that makes fun. So thank you, Alejandra. We're moving to the next question now. So we are now finished with the university and now learning the language. Did you start learning language in Venezuela or in Germany, or how did you do that?
No, I started in Latin America. I started learning German, and I came here with a B1 level of German, and I did the B2 level here.
Did you study in an institute or alone or a combination?
No, I did courses. I did German courses all
How
throughout.
How many months did you need to reach B1 level?
To reach B1, like a year, I think. To reach B1, and to reach B2, a year and a half.
And how many hours did you study per day?
Wow, I mean, when I was learning till the B1, I was also working, and it was the pandemic, so I had too little time to study actually, and the B2 I did here in Germany, and I didn't work for the first for a couple of months because I was only learning the language.
Okay, good. Quickly, if you were to learn German from the beginning, what would you do different, or what advice would you give to the people who did not start learning German? What should they do to learn German in a great way?
I think the advice that I give everyone is that they shouldn't be afraid to speak it, even if you speak German badly, because when you're learning the language and you get here, you feel like you don't know German very well and you're afraid to make mistakes. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Actually, people don't really care as long as you speak, as long as you say what you want to say and they understand you. They're not mean people, actually. I mean, they can correct you, but they don't do it in a mean way.
Thank you very much. I wrote this information too about that the people will not make fun of you that you are speaking in a bad way German. That is a great point because it is so great. Can you tell another advice?
I think that's the advice I always give, and it takes a lot of dedication. I think sometimes it's not enough to be motivated. You just need to be disciplined. I think that's another advice I would give.
Thank you very much. So it is not important to be motivated. Discipline is more important. Motivated is like, I want to be thin. I want to be to have a lot of muscles. I will go to the gym like 2 or 3 days, and then 2 weeks no longer. So motivation is good, but to apply it, to make it into action, discipline. Thank you very much, Alejandra. I like these two ideas. They are really, really great. By the way, people, if you like reading knowing more tips like these ones, you can join our nonfiction book club. It is one of the Telegram groups, and we are reading books that motivate us and give great tips like the ones that Alejandra already said. Alejandra, the next point, improving CV. What did you do to improve your CV for the German job market?
Well, I already had experience working as a doctor in the general medicine field. So, I mean, I already had the experience, but I really did a research, and I contacted people that actually helped me with building my CV to the German standards. The standards here are very different from Latin America. You need to have like really in a good order, everything you've done, everything very specific. So I actually contacted people that helped me with that, and yeah, I think my CV looks very different from the one I had in Latin America, but it looks really good.
So you mean they help you with the design of the CV?
Yeah, they helped me with the design, and they actually gave me tips and points on how should I do it to the German standards, and take a good professional photo. That actually helps a lot too.
Thank you very much. If, by the way, if you need a CV form template, there is one in our website. It's for free. Your CV will probably look great too, and it is easy to design. What I also mean, Alejandro, by the question improving CV, it is your like qualifications. Did you do something to improve your qualifications for the job market in Germany? For example, you learn German. I always tell the people in the community, learn German. This is the most important thing. Other than learning German, you said you had experience in a certain specialty and you are working the same specialty now in Germany. Something else did you do? For example, did you learn to do like certain ultrasound? Did you learn to insert cannulas? Or
actually, I in Latin America, I did a course of internal medicine. That looks good on the CV, actually, from a university in Latin America. That looks good. But here I did a hospitación before my FSP, and that actually helped too.
Thank you very much. A hospitación helps a lot because you will get to know the German medical system. You have more connections. Great. Thank you very much for these tips. I like them. So the next step is finishing the internship year, or the step number 3 of the 10 steps to get a medical residence, to start a medical residence in Germany. Alejandra had already said where she studied medicine. These were the last 2 years, and she finished her internship year in 2 years and got a permanent medical license. This is a must, both internship year and permanent medical license, or provisionary or temporary. Most probably it will work too, but if you can get a permanent medical license, do that. Some people ask, can I do an internship here in Germany? We'll not discuss this question. The answer is rather no. You can search for internship here and you will find the article about that. Permanent medical license, step 4, Alejandro told us how she got it from Venezuela. And now step number 5, a very important step, preparing the documents. When did you start preparing your documents, Alejandra?
When I started the B2 level of German, because I was already here and I needed to get a few documents from my home country. So that actually took a little while to get them. It's a lot harder to do things when you're already here, and there are important legal documents. So sometimes it takes a while, so they can get here to Germany.
Okay, and legal documents, what do you mean by them?
No, documents from my university, actually.
Okay.
A couple of documents that were missing, but I got them.
Great. And did you translate them in Venezuela or in Germany?
No, I translated them here.
In Germany?
In Germany, yeah.
And did you legalize them from the German embassy in Venezuela?
No, actually, I did all the translation and certified copies I did here in Germany. The legalization process and the apostille, I did them from a couple of documents. I did them in Venezuela, and the other documents I did it in the embassy, in the Venezuelan embassy here in Germany.
But did you? So you have an apostille on your documents in Venezuela, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah, we have apostille.
Okay, and you have the apostille, and then in Germany you translated them. How much did this cost in Germany to translate the documents?
Sorry?
Approximately. How much money did it cost? How much money?
Wow, I actually don't remember. Sorry, but okay. It was a couple. I don't know, like €1,000 something. I don't remember very well.
Okay, thank you very much. Because probably to translate them in outside Germany is cheaper, but some authorities like in Bayern, Bavaria, they require the translation to be from Germany. Berlin, do you know if they accept translations from outside Germany?
I'm not sure, but I think they don't. I think I've heard someone said that they don't accept translations from somewhere else.
Thank you very much. If you know exactly which documents you need, of course, the website of the Approbation Authority is the most important source for this information. Please wait. I will let someone in. Okay, welcome, Ibrahim. So I will try. Fortune, are you there? Can I add you as a co-host to let people in?
Yeah, I'm still here, so
Okay,
you
thank
can
you
add
very
me
much.
as a co-host, yes.
I added you. Great. Thank you very much, Fortune. Great. Okay, thank you very much. So the topic about the documents are mentioned in the article about the documents. Simply search in Facharzt for documents and you'll find them. There are like small differences between the states. You can find that in the Approbation Authority where you're applying for that. Authentication, translation. Where did you do the legalization in Germany? The big legalized copies? Notar?
The certified copies, I did it in a notary here in Berlin.
How much did it cost, if you remember?
Like 200 euros or so. There were a lot of papers.
As a small tip for the colleagues who are coming to Germany, if you do it in the Rathaus, it is cheaper. Like a notary, they take like 11 euros or 11 and a half. In the Rathaus, sometimes 3 euros, 4 euros, 5 euros. So this is a small tip, and both of them are recognized to save money. Great. Application for the approbation, Alejandra. Did you send the application from Venezuela, or until you waited until you came to Germany?
No, I did. I sent it when I was in Germany, because in Berlin you need to get the certificate to start the approbation process. And I did my B2 level here in Germany. I got my certificate from the Goethe Institute, and then I was able to send the papers.
Thank you very much. Clear answer. Did they ask about proof of intention? Zuständigkeit. Did they accept your documents because of an Anmeldung? Did they...
Yeah. In Berlin, you need to have an Anmeldung or maybe a job offer or something like that to actually start the process here. And I had my Anmeldung. So.
But Anmeldung is enough to. Yeah. This means the registration. If you live in a certain place in Germany, for those who do not understand the word Anmeldung, you register yourself in the city council that you live in a certain place, and with this paper, you can apply for the approbation in Berlin, right?
Yeah, if you live in Berlin and you have an Anmeldung from Berlin, you can apply here in Berlin.
Great, thank you very much. So you cannot apply from outside Germany, or if you got like refusal for hospitations. I wrote it here. They could accept you or not. If you got like 20 letters, 5 letters, you applied for a hospitation and refused that, and you can apply for the approbation in this case. And you can say they did not accept my hospitation offer. It seems you do not know this information, but it's a great news what you already said now. With Anmeldung, registration of living in Berlin, you can apply for the approbation. Great news. Did you want to apply for the Gleichwertigkeit, or did you say from the beginning, I want to do the medical knowledge exam?
No, I actually decided to do the CAPE from the beginning because Gleichwertigkeit, it takes a lot of time and a lot of money that I didn't have. So I just, from the beginning, I was set on doing the Kenntnisprüfung.
Thank you very much. So she decided to save her time and apply for the medical knowledge exam. Good. We'll come to that point. Visa, in the case of our colleague, she came because she family reunion visa. Point number 8, medical knowledge exam, Fachsprachenprüfung. You did that in Berlin. How was it?
It was actually good. It was nerve-wracking. I had to prepare myself for like 3 months, but like 3 months just dedicated to study. I didn't do anything else. I mean, I woke up, I studied, I ate, and then I studied some more, and then I went to sleep and repeat every day. I really needed to prepare myself. I did take a language course. I mean, a preparation course for the FSP. And
how many hours the course?
The course was, I think, if I remember correctly, it was 3 times a week, and it was a simulations course. And we did simulations from clinical cases.
In total, was the course?
Oh, I don't remember. I mean, I mean, every class it took like 2 hours, maybe a little more.
If you suggest the school, if you find the school where you studied a good one, can you mention its name, or do you say no, it's not good one?
No, it was actually really good. Sorry, it was this online course. I think I don't know if anyone knows it. It's made online.
Oh, yeah. They gave us even a discount for Facharzt. Great that you mentioned that. How many? You paid like 300 euros, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So the course that the colleague is talking about is this one, and you can find it in this article. It is also in the Telegram group. And you get like a 10% reduction in the price if you simply enter a certain code. And it's a cheap one. And the good thing about this course is that you can study from outside Germany, this course. And this is the link to register in it. And if you enter this code, you will get a 10% reduction. Great. Thank you very much. This is a good news for those who are outside from Germany. To start learning in their home countries. What else did you study other than this course?
It was actually the only course I took, I think. Yeah, and they don't only have the classes, but they have a lot of learning material in the platform, so you can read it. And they have examples from clinical cases and everything. So I just stick to that actually.
Great. Did you try doing simulation in Telegram groups?
I actually found a partner in a Telegram group. I asked who had the FSP coming up, and because I needed a partner, and we actually connect. Someone who actually had the test the same day as I did contacted me, and we did simulations like every day for 3 weeks straight.
Thank you very much. Simulation or finding a partner or many partners, I find it a great idea. This is how I learned for the German board exam in neurology. If you want to do that, you can simply go to our FSP course group, and you can find someone and do live interactive sessions like this one using Google Meet. And this is a great method for learning. And you can do that starting in your home country. If you do not get a hospitation, it's not a bad thing. We doctors learn from each other. Thank you very much, Alejandro, for this beautiful tip. So the medical language exam, 3 months preparation, full time, and then one extra tip for the medical language exam, Alejandra. What would you have done in a different way if you needed to repeat the whole process?
For a language medical
what helped you the most?
I think what helped me the most were simulations. I think try to find a course that is not just like sitting on a computer or a classroom and just like listening someone speaking. Just simulations are really, really important, because I did all those simulations, and the day of the exam I wasn't so nervous like I thought I would be.
Thank you very much. I like your ideas. I support you 100%, and it does not need to be a course. It can simply be a Telegram group like of Facharzt. Simply talk, and you said it already in the beginning of this video. Do not be afraid to make mistakes. Do not be afraid to speak. And simulations is the same thing. Thank you very much, Alejandra. These are great tips. Step number 9. Or one question, this is oft asked: how much time did it take from sending your documents for the approbation and the appointment for the medical language exam?
That's the thing. Here in Berlin, it takes a while between FSP and KP.
From sending documents to
the entire process duration. Okay, I sent my documents. From the moment I sent my documents and the moment I got the approbation, it was like a year and a half, maybe a little more.
Thank you very much. This is a good answer. By the way, people, if you have a question, please ask it in the chat. Okay. So we are now in the step about the medical knowledge exam. About the thing about Ukraine, Ibrahim, you can search in our website in Arabic or in German. Search for Ukraine, Ukraine, and and you will find all possible solutions. Good. The medical knowledge exam. How did you study, Alejandra?
I did pretty much the same thing. I mean, similar thing that I did for the FSP. I just dedicated myself to study for like 2 months, but just study. Like get up, study, eat, study some more, and then go to sleep and repeat every day. I also did the CAPE course from Mede Online. I think it's really, really good, and the material is really, really good. But I also read the books from Axis Klinische Fälle, Innere Medizin und Chirurgie. They're really good, and I think there are these learning cards, if I'm not mistaken. They are also really good. I don't remember the name right now.
Learning cards, like you from Amazon, you buy them, or?
Yeah, from Amazon. I bought them from Amazon.
Okay. How much did they cost? It seems that you do not remember prices. Good.
No, I'm not really good with remembering prices, actually. Sorry.
No problem. By the way, the other thing that this course, Media Online, if you want it in a reduced price, you can use a code to simply search in Facharzt for Kenntnisprüfung medical knowledge exam, and you will find the article. If you do it in Arabic too, Ibrahim, you will find the same article in Arabic if your Arabic is better than your English. What was he doing while waiting for the KP date? Alejandra, what did you do until you did your KP exam? Were you only studying hospitation?
I was working.
Oh, with Berufserlaubnis.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So this is another topic. So how hard was it to get a job with Berufserlaubnis?
Very, very hard. Actually, it took me months to get. Yeah, many months.
And did you do a hospitation before getting the job?
Yeah.
How long?
A couple of days.
A couple of days only. But I mean, a long hospitation, like 1 month, 2 months.
Oh no! Before the FSP, I did a whole a hospitation for a whole month.
Okay, so it's only 1 month, and then you get a job. Very good. And do you have any tips for the colleagues for getting a job with Berufserlaubnis? Do you have any tips?
You need to speak very, very good German. I think language is key here. I mean, they value your experience. I already had experience working in Latin America, but I think what's the most important thing here is the language. If you don't speak the language right, they won't consider you.
Thank you. You are great. Like, look, people, the colleague is like here since 2 years, and she's, I don't know if you read the articles in Facharzt yet, but I am seeing the same things in Facharzt yet. She's telling you, be patient, send a lot of applications, improve your CV. Please do what Alejandra is telling you, because really these are the magic solutions to your problems, to avoid problems in Germany. Ibrahim, I'm sorry, she did not study in the Ukraine. If Alejandra studied in the Ukraine, probably she would be having now a few good tips, but she did not study there, so we cannot help you. But all possible solutions for that are in the article in the website. Great. Again, if someone wants a question, please write it in the chat. Good. Applying for a job. How did you apply? Emails? Did you go by yourself to the hospitals? Did you send messages?
I sent a lot of emails. That I mean, I woke up, send many emails, and then I went to sleep. I mean, I think finding a job here is the job in itself. So you just need to be very patient and persevere and very disciplined in sending applications, and not just send your Lebenslauf, but also a motivation letter is very important here.
Thank you very much. Motivational letter, applying for a job. If you like you read the article in Facharzt, it is written that you should send a motivation letter too. There is an example for a motivational letter. You can use it too. Applying for a job, or simply search for a job, and you will find all the necessary documents to be sent, what you write in your emails, how you find the websites of hospitals, and many other informations. How many emails did you send, Alejandra?
Wow.
Approximately.
Wow. Before, I mean, with Berufserlaubnis, I sent like 50 emails or more. I think more.
50. Okay, it's nothing. 50. For the colleagues coming to Germany, you needed to send at least 100, 120. Good. And did you? Okay. The other question I cannot ask publicly. Zach, if is asking in the chat. Alejandra, based on your experience, if someone came to Germany directly after an internship here without experience in a certain field, is this an disadvantage?
I mean, it depends. I think in big cities, if you have experience, I mean, you get a little advantage, so to speak. But I mean, I know colleagues that had no prior experience and they're working in smaller cities or towns, and they found jobs. So it depends.
Thank you very much. Of course, if you want to be like in anesthesiology, like Alejandra, if you know how to insert a central catheter line, this would be an advantage. But if you speak very bad German, even if you could do a heart operation and you cannot do simply talk with the patients, do the ward work, this is almost useless for the hospitals. Your German language is the most important thing. To insert a cannula, this is something that doctors do in most specialties. To have contacts. So if you finish your internship here and you can come to Germany and learn a lot of German, do a hospitation, this is much more important than staying in another country and doing a residency there. My opinion, more ideas you will find in this article. If you have different ideas, different opinions, you can write them in the chat or later on in the video, which we will publish in our YouTube channel. By the way, people, again, we will publish this video. If you do not want your name to be shown, please do not write or do not speak. Great. Alejandra, applying for a job, we talked about that. How many job interviews did you do, if you want to say?
A couple. Let's just leave it at that.
No, you do not need to say.
Okay.
Questions. What do you think? What did you notice? There are certain questions that are repeated in the interviews.
I mean, in the interviews, I think what they ask the most is why did you come to Germany and why did you choose this specialty? Those are the big. I mean, they repeat these questions in every interview, I think.
Thank you very much. These two questions are written in this article. So, why did you choose Germany? Here, why did you want to come to Germany, and why this specialty? This other question is also written here. Questions about the specialty. Okay, why do you do the residency in this specialty? People, if you want to, it is really like, I do not know Alejandra. Alejandra does not know me, maybe until today or until a few days ago. The things she's telling you now, they are also written in the website. It is like no magic. Based on the experience of many doctors, these articles in Facharzt are written. Simply read them. Why can you introduce yourself? Why Germany? Why Berlin? Why this hospital? These are questions that are almost always repeated. So prepare yourself. It is like a protocol for the exams or the reports for the exams. Some questions are always repeated. Thank you, Alejandra, for sharing the questions that you were asked. Good. Maybe an important questions related to Berlin. Finding a job, an apartment. Do you have any tips? Because it's like almost impossible to find. Maybe it is easier to find a job than an apartment in Berlin. Do you have certain tips for the colleagues?
Wow, I mean, to find an apartment. I mean, one of my friends told me once that looking at an apartment in Berlin is a job itself. So treat it like a job. Like apply as much as you can. That's the only tip I can give you. It takes a long time, patience, and luck, I think.
Thank you very much. Great answer. Shamsuddin is asking, can you work before starting to work as a doctor? Do you have any information, Alejandra?
I mean, if you have a work permit in Germany, you can work, but like as a doctor, you can only work with Berufserlaubnis or Approbation.
Can you do a mini job?
Yeah. I mean, if you have a work permit, yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. And you can apply for funding too. Did you apply for funding for the courses?
No, I did not apply for funding.
Why not?
Because I didn't know it was an option.
You did not know. You did not read Facharzt JETZT article funding. If you go to Facharzt JETZT, you will find this article for funding for foreign doctors. You'll know how you can apply for courses. But anyhow, Alejandra, you did the online courses. They are not funded by the government. If people want to do courses in certain institutes, they can apply for funding, or they can help get with the translation or with the legalization. These are the things that the German government is generous about and could help you in. A colleague is answer. Can you get any job that will ultrasound? If you do ultrasound minor procedures, someone is asking, will it be an advantage? Ultrasound. If someone learned how to do ultrasound or minor procedures, do you think it is an advantage?
I mean, it depends. It actually depends a lot. I think the most important thing here is the language. You can learn how to do ultrasounds here. You can learn other skills here. I mean, for example, I did not how to do ultrasound before I came here, and I'm learning, and that's not been an issue. I think the most important thing is the language. It doesn't matter really if you have. I mean, it's okay. It's really nice if you have those skills, but the language is the most important, I think. Other skills you can learn as you go by in your residency.
Thank you very much, Alejandra. This is a great tip too. The language is the most important thing, but like someone like Fortune is like in his fifth year, is now in Nigeria, and he always speaks B1 or B2 level in German. If he is doing his internship here, Fortune, he is like almost C1, so he has a lot of time. So if you have a lot of time, you can start learning things in the specialty you like. But again, if you have a C1 level, why not start learning for the medical language exam? Even if you started learning for the medical languages exam and you need to do a medical knowledge exam, then start learning for it. Procedures will not help you. It is better to speak better German, to quickly pass the FSP exam, the medical language exam, the medical knowledge exam. In the hospitals, if you are speaking fluently, you write fluently without mistakes, this can help you. Okay, great. So I am finished with we are finished now with the 10 steps. Alejandra, do you want to add anything?
I think I repeat myself always, but I always say that the most important thing is the language. I mean, many people have asked me like, oh, but it helps if I do this course or this master's or something like that. It helps. Of course, it helps. It's nice to have those things, but I think the most important thing is the language. You need to communicate very, very well, not only with the patients, but also with your colleagues, with the nurses, with everyone. So I think the language is the most important thing you need to do. Before anything, before thinking about learning certain skill like ultrasound or doing catheters or stuff like that, I think you need to concentrate first on the language. That's the most important thing.
Right, thank you. 100%, I agree with you. Or 1,000,000%, Alejandra. In order to, you know what, I need to modify the article in the website about the improving the CV to extra concentrate on the topic of learning German and how important is it to learn German. That is great. Thank you very much. Good. Does anyone still have any question? Maybe until someone writes something. Alejandra, what do you think about the specialty anesthesia in Germany? Good, bad, advantages, disadvantages, like a few words.
It's great. I mean, I came to Germany and I mean, I wasn't very sure of which specialty I wanted to go into. Anesthesia was in the mix actually, but then I got a job there and I started learning, and I cannot imagine myself doing anything else really. I love it. I love that we work in a very close way as a team. They value teamwork a lot, and that's what I love about it. Actually, you get this feeling of family in the team. So I think it's really, really nice.
Thank you very much, Alejandra. By the way, teamwork is liked in the whole of Germany. Some specialties like anesthesiology more than others, but you need to be a team player. If you want to improve your CV, communication skills. That is a thing that I can add to the article, to be a team player. That is very, very, very important. The topic of a common topic is racism. What do you think? Is there racism in Germany? If you want to talk about that, if you do not want to answer the question, you do not need to.
I have not experienced that while I've been here. I don't know. I don't know actually anyone who has gone through it, but I know there are cases. I mean, you see it on the news, but I've not experienced it myself actually.
There is no country in the world without racism. So, and there are laws.
I mean, I think it happens everywhere, I think.
Thank you very much. Unfortunately, this is in our genes, and the laws are there to protect people, hopefully all around the world. Fortune, my co-admin in Facharzt JETZT, is asking about the job as medizinische Fachangestellte. It's like someone, secretary for a doctor, someone who works in the clinics with doctors. Do you have any information if you can do a job like that?
Oh no, actually I don't know anyone who has done it. I've heard that you can maybe work as a medizinische Fachangestellte, but I don't know anyone who has done it. Sorry.
I do not know anyone, and I also hear that someone could do that. This is something new. If you can do a mini job, maybe you can do that, but I don't know. Fortune, anyone, if you have extra information about the topic, please write in our groups, Telegram, Facebook, so that we can tell everyone else. And if you write, you will get feedback. Maybe they will tell you what is wrong or what is good about your idea, to find new ideas about this route. So it is good to share the information you have. Sharing is caring. Zach is asking a very important question. Which books did you use to study for the Kenntnisprüfung? So you said you did this course from MIDI online.
Yeah, and I also read the klinische Fälle books, the Axis klinische Fälle Chirurgie und Innere Medizin.
And did you read all of these cases?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. What else, or this only Amboss? Did you use Amboss?
Yeah, I also used Amboss to read a little deeper into some cases, but that was it. I also used Amboss.
Did you buy a subscription?
Yeah, I bought a subscription.
Okay,
And
how much?
I think it's a good investment actually. You buy it, and I bought it and I still use it in the workplace. So I think it's a good investment.
Thank you very much. Yes, I bought it too for working in a clinic, but I used it like a few times, and now I'm not using it any longer because most of the things I already know now in the clinic. Okay, great. Thank you very much. And do you suggest reading German medical books after B1, B2, Alejandra?
I started reading medical books as soon as I got to B2. When I finished B2, I started reading medical books. I wouldn't recommend it to do it sooner, because I don't think you have you have enough language skills to actually understand them, and you will get frustrated maybe. So as soon as you get a B2 level of German, I think you can do it. You can start doing it.
If you ask me the same question, I would answer the same thing. Thank you very much. And maybe an extra tip: start watching documentary film medical in German. Start reading, watching maybe German films that are related to medical field. There are many documentary films on YouTube, Instagram pages. There are like millions of sources to study nowadays. Great. Does anyone still have a question? Alejandra, do you have any other tip? Or do you want to add something before we will finish that?
I think that was it. I mean, I cannot state any more that the most important thing is the language. I think that's what.
Again, the language. Thank you very much. Fortune, my co-admin, do you want to say anything before we finish that? Thank you for helping me today. Do you want to say anything, Fortune?
Nothing, just thank you so much, Dr. Alejandra, and congrats on your approbation. I wish you success in your medical practice in Germany. And thank you, Dr. Jamil, for also organizing this event for all of us here at Facharzt. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much. And it is very nice that you thank the colleague. We are really very thankful for you, Alejandra, that you volunteered to do this small lecture. It is a great thing. Thank you very much. And
no, it's okay. And thank you, Fortune, and I wish you all the success too in your trip to Germany and your journey, actually.
Thank you very much. Okay, we end it here. Thank you very much all, and we hope to see you in coming events. Thank you, Alejandra, again. And that was it. Ciao.
Ciao.